What's happening, people? This is my starting 11 for the England game against Mexico. Firstly, Pickford in goal. Yeah, picks himself really. Right, he's the best out of the three that's there. He's always going to be the number one keeper for England until he retires, probably. So, nice easy pick there. Left back, O'Reilly. Again, out of him and Dan Burn, O'Reilly's probably the better player. Probably better going forward. Maybe not as good defensively. Gets caught out a little bit, but I mean, he's definitely all round as a whole probably a better option than Dan Burn. Two centre backs, Gay and Konza. Nice and simple. Yeah, they we don't want to keep changing around the centre backs too often, right? Because they've got to form a partnership, and if you keep changing your centre backs around, you're going to have some problems. Moving on to right back, this is where England's biggest issue is in the whole team. This is the weak point, and I mean, that's what happens when you don't take your best operating right backs. Reece James was always going to get injured, or if not injured, he wasn't going to be able to play game after game after game after game in quick succession. It doesn't work like that with him. His body's not up to it. He might have been able to play game on, game off, but he's not even managed to do that. Jed Spence should be nowhere near this England team. His attitude is absolutely horrendous. Like, I don't think he's the worst player in the world. He's fast, he's relatively strong, he can get up and down, but his attitude is absolutely shocking. And for me, if you ain't got a good attitude, you shouldn't be nowhere near a team full of people with a good attitude. It just doesn't, that's never going to work. He's not even first choice at Spurs, and they almost got relegated last season. He is, for me, he shouldn't be nowhere near this team. So I'm going to pick John Stones. The reason why I'm going to go for John Stones at right back is I don't want them to change the centre back pairing. And John Stones is decent with the ball. He can get up and down. I know he's had quite a few injuries last season, didn't play much, but he can definitely get up and down. And later on I'll explain why I've got Rice where he is. But having John Stones there, I think, will be definitely more beneficial than putting him centre back and putting Konza out on the right, just because they're going to upset the centre back pairing. I don't really want to do that. Next, moving on to the centre midfield, like I just said there, Rice. I think Rice should start on the right hand side of centre midfield, not the left. I know he likes to play on the left hand side of centre midfield, but I think he should play on the right hand side of centre midfield. And the reason why is because he can link up with Salah. He can link up with Saka, and they play for Arsenal together, so they know each other inside out, and they can support each other. They know how each other play. They've been working together all season. And two, he is very good at crossing the ball. And like the way De Bruyne used to cross the ball in, he used to hang around on the deep on the right hand side. Whoever the right winger would lay it back into him, and he'd just whip it straight in. That's what we need to be happening with Bellingham running in late, Kane in the box. I think that's definitely the best position, the best side of centre midfield for Rice to go. He can give Saka support. He can also help John Stones if he's struggling a little bit, so that Saka doesn't necessarily have to rush all the way back every single time. Because if we bring all the players back, then it's hard for us to counter-attack because we've got no players up there. So I think having him on the right-hand side of centre midfield definitely makes sense. Then left-hand side of centre midfield, Anderson. Okay, Kobe Mainu, he's not far off, and I don't actually think Anderson is as good as what everyone's saying he is. He certainly hasn't been as good as what he has been for Forest this season in this tournament. I think this might be a step above his station. Maybe he might just be looking at getting found out a little bit here. I'm not 100% on that because it has only been a couple of games. He's not played with all these players before. He played in a Nottingham Forest team where he'd win the ball back and just give it to Morgan Gibbs-White, and then Morgan Gibbs-White would do everything. So I might be being a bit harsh on him, but I think he's the better option out of him and Mainu. And Henderson should be back watching it in the pub. I don't even know why he's there either, to be honest. He just wasted a spot. Centre attacking midfield, obviously Bellingham. He's been our best player in this tournament so far. I know Kane just got us out of a massive hole in the last game, but having Bellingham was the only player that turned up in the first half against Congo. Everyone else was terrible. And then the game before, he got the equaliser. So he broke the deadlock. Sorry. So I think he has to start over Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers is a good player. Don't get me wrong, but I think definitely Bellingham should be starting at cam. Left wing, I've gone with Gordon. Okay, for two reasons. One, he come on and changed the game against Congo. Rashford didn't really offer much. He knew someone said it in the media, and that made total sense. He knew he was never going to take on Wan-Bissaka, so he didn't even bother trying, which is wrong. Even if you don't think you're going to take someone on, you still have to have the confidence that you might be able to push him once or twice. Wan-Bissaka for West Ham this season has not been the Wan-Bissaka that you've seen in the years gone by, where he just makes every single tackle. If you drive at him, he runs backwards. He kept letting players get into the box all the time. Rashford didn't obviously know this and just kept crossing the ball almost to no one. He didn't have a very good game. And the second reason is Gordon only played the last 15, 20 minutes, whereas Rashford played 60, 70 minutes. So Gordon should naturally be more well rested than Rashford. So probably good to start. And then if it needs changing, then Rashford could come on towards the end and then mix it up a little bit. That's my two reasons for having Gordon. And then on the right, Saka. Saka's better than Madueke. Madueke literally doesn't go around the outside unless he's forced to. And Masuaku, who again, West Ham from back in the day, he's terrible at defending. And Madueke hardly offered anything on that side. He should have rinsed him all game. Gone inside, gone outside, gone inside, gone outside, and just absolutely rinsed him. But he didn't. He went outside a couple of times later on in the game and didn't come to anything. I think Saka's definitely, if he's fit enough, should definitely be starting. And then up front, I mean, there's two players on this team that pick themselves every single game. It's Kane and Pickford. You can't start anyone else but Kane. I do believe though that if we start to struggle, we need to get two strikers on the pitch, against the teams that are defending quite heavily. What's the point in having two centre midfielders that are mainly defensive midfielders on the pitch with four defenders when you need to win a game? At the beginning, we'll start with this, but I think later on in the game, if it's 0-0 or we're losing, I think we need to go to two up top. Because Kane drops deep anyway. Ivan Toney just stays in the box, occupies two defenders. Then Kane's got a bit more movement, a bit more freedom to move around. So I definitely think this is what we should start with. Let me know down below if you think this is a workable team, or if you would change anyone, or if you think I've put someone in that you probably didn't. The contentious one's probably going to be Stones. Other people will probably put someone else there, maybe, I don't know. But that's my thought process. Yeah, if you do think something differently, just put it in the comments. We can have a conversation about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.